The site of El Ga'ab near Abydos in Upper Egypt holds a unique place in the annals of ancient Egyptian history and archaeology. This vast necropolis, a desolate yet awe-inspiring landscape, served as the burial ground for Egypt's earliest rulers, predating even the iconic pyramids of Giza. Its name, meaning Mother of Pots in Arabic, hints at the countless pottery shards scattered across the desert floor, remnants of millennia of offerings and rituals. In the late 19th century, as the field of Egyptology was still finding its footing, El Ga'ab became the stage for a dramatic, albeit misguided, archaeological discovery. The year was 1898, and French archaeologist Émile Amélineau, armed with a controversial 5-year exclusive excavation permit, set his sights on uncovering the secrets buried beneath the sands.
Amélineau, a former theologian turned Egyptologist, was a figure shrouded in controversy. His methods were often criticized as rushed and lacking the meticulousness required for such a sensitive site. He arrived at El Ga'ab with a preconceived notion, fueled by local traditions and a fervent belief in the historical reality of Egyptian myths. Locals, it was known, visited the site on Good Friday, collecting small artifacts they called playthings for their children. This, coupled with the site's obvious antiquity, led Amélineau to believe he was on the verge of a monumental discovery. On New Year's Day 1898, Amélineau declared he had found the tomb of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and the underworld. His evidence? A tomb complex filled with artifacts relating to Osiris, including a striking black basalt sculpture depicting the god lying in state, seemingly mummified and wearing the white crown of Upper Egypt. Amélineau's team, in their haste, cleared the tomb in a mere 12 days, discarding countless artifacts deemed incomplete or unworthy. This act of archaeological negligence would later be lamented by his successors. His 1899 publication, Le Tombeau d'Osiris, detailed his findings, complete with photographs, but was met with immediate skepticism from the Egyptological community. For example, the skull he believed to be that of Osiris was determined upon examination to belong to a woman. However, as stated by Gaston Maspero, who succeeded Victor Loret as director of the Egyptian Antiquities Service in 1899, the serex of numerous early dynastic period pharaohs were found at the site. This included that of Djer, whom Amélineau misidentified as Osiris. From the publication Royal Tombs of the Earliest Dynasties by Flinders Petrie, 1901. Among these were found many small objects inscribed with the Ka name of Zer, and some with that of Zet, and also a piece of crystal, perhaps from a large bowl, inscribed in ink with the name of Mernate. The arrival of Flinders Petrie, a meticulous and pioneering archaeologist, marked a turning point. Granted access to the site after Amélineau's contract was revoked, Petrie meticulously re-excavated El Ga'ab, uncovering a wealth of artifacts that Amélineau had carelessly discarded. Petrie's work, published in detail, revealed the true nature of the site. Amélineau's Tomb of Osiris was definitively identified as the tomb of King Djer, a ruler of the First Dynasty. The tomb of Horus and Set was likewise reassigned to King Khamenei of the Second Dynasty. The basalt Osiris bed, a masterpiece of craftsmanship, was dated to the 13th dynasty, centuries after Djer's reign. Further to this, the name of King Djer was found inscribed on the side. As stated in his publication, Abydos, Part 2, by Flinders Petrie, 1903. The name of the king was written in the usual signs, Nefer Ab, Ra, Ka User, within a cartouche, and following this was Suten Rech, showing it to belong to a king hitherto unknown. Fortunately for history, Gaston Maspero, the new director of the Egyptian Antiquities Service, recognized the need for a more rigorous approach. Amélineau's exclusive contract was overturned, and Petrie was finally granted access to the site in 1899. Petrie's team painstakingly re-excavated El Ga'ab, meticulously documenting every find, no matter how small or fragmented. His work revealed the appalling extent of Amélineau's negligence. A wealth of artifacts, including an arm still adorned with gold and turquoise jewelry, had been overlooked and discarded. Petrie's meticulous approach yielded a far more accurate understanding of the site's true nature. Petrie's publications, The Royal Tombs of the First Dynasty and The Royal Tombs of the Earliest Dynasties, along with Abydos, Part 2, systematically dismantled Amélineau's claims. The tomb of Osiris was definitively identified as the tomb of King Djer, a powerful ruler of the First Dynasty. The supposed tomb of Horus and Set was correctly attributed to King Khafre, a prominent figure of the Second Dynasty. While Amélineau's initial interpretation was demonstrably false, his work inadvertently shed light on a fascinating transformation that occurred at El Ga'ab during the Middle Kingdom 2055 to 1650 BCE. Djer's tomb, though originally built for a First Dynasty king, was repurposed and reimagined as a focal point for the worship of Osiris. This transformation is supported by a wealth of archaeological evidence. Numerous dedications to Osiris, dating from the 11th to the 13th dynasties, have been discovered at the site. Stelae, inscribed with prayers and offerings, were erected, marking the area as sacred ground. A grand staircase, the very one that Amélineau had misinterpreted as the staircase of the great god, was constructed during the 13th dynasty, further enhancing the processional nature of the site. The site's importance as a center for Osirian worship intensified during the Second Intermediate Period 1650 to 1550 BCE and continued into the Late Period, c. 664 to 332 BCE. Even during the period of Persian rule, and later into the Roman era, evidence suggests that offerings continued to be made at the site, a testament to the enduring power of the Osiris cult. Evidence of the importance of the site to pilgrims is written in Papyrus Boulaq 18, dating to the reign of Sobekotep II, where it states, "His Majesty commanded that offerings be made to the gods of Abydos at every feast and to Osiris at every festival." The saga of Amélineau's Tomb of Osiris is a multifaceted tale, encompassing archaeological blunder, the evolving nature of historical interpretation, and the enduring power of myth. It serves as a cautionary reminder of the perils of approaching ancient sites with preconceived notions and the critical importance of rigorous methodology in archaeological practice. However, the story also reveals the fascinating ways in which ancient sites can be reinterpreted and imbued with new meaning across different historical periods. El Ga'ab, though initially misidentified, remains a site of immense historical and religious significance. Its sands continue to whisper tales of Egypt's earliest rulers, the enduring allure of the Osiris myth, and the complex, ever-shifting tapestry of belief, ritual, and power that shaped one of the world's most captivating civilizations. The Mother of Pots continues to yield its secrets, reminding us that the past is not a static entity, but a constantly evolving narrative, shaped by both the tangible remnants of antiquity and the interpretations we impose upon them. If you like this adventure, then you're going to love our next one. We often think of the Giza Plateau as the home of the iconic pyramids and the majestic Great Sphinx, marvels of the Fourth Dynasty. But what if Giza's history goes back further, much further? Get ready to delve into the fascinating and largely overlooked discoveries of archaeologist Carl Kroemer. We'll be heading to the so-called Kroemer Dump, a seemingly insignificant site that might actually hold the key to unlocking Giza's pre-dynastic past. Join us as we examine Kroemer's intriguing finds from the 1970s, ancient pottery, clay ceilings with early dynastic markings, and a peculiar Sphinx statuette that's missing something rather important, the traditional pharaonic headdress. Could these artifacts be evidence of a thriving settlement that predates the pyramids?
The Giza Plateau, a landscape dominated by the majestic pyramids and the enigmatic Great Sphinx, stands as a testament to the power and ingenuity of the Fourth Dynasty of Egypt's Old Kingdom, 26,013 BCE to 24,094 BCE. These iconic monuments, particularly the Great Pyramid of Khufu, have captivated the world for millennia, solidifying Giza's place as a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian civilization. However, beneath the shadow of these colossal structures lies a hidden history, a past that predates the pharaohs of the Fourth Dynasty, possibly by centuries, if not millennia. Recent research and a renewed focus on past excavations are beginning to peel back the layers of time, revealing a far more complex and ancient narrative for Giza, one that may necessitate a rewriting of its very origins. At the heart of this historical reassessment is a seemingly insignificant site, The Cromer Dump, an ancient disposal site that could potentially hold the key to unlocking Giza's pre-dynastic secrets.